What's up, guys? Frugal BC got something a little bit different today. A series that I haven't revived in a while, but it's called Dumbest Things I've Heard in Crypto. That's right. I go through, look for some of the dumbest comments around the internet that I hear about crypto, and it also is an excuse for us to learn something. I got a new experiment cooking up that I'm going to show you too, and either later this week or probably next week. So keep an eye out for that. Something new I'm trying, a little bit different for the channel, and it'll come with some caveats. So we'll talk about that. Without further ado, let's get into this. Let's get into this dumbest things in crypto. But before we do that, guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, I appreciate that a lot. You don't have to smash it. You can just press it gently. Works just fine that way too. Also, we got channel memberships for as low as $1. You can get videos before anyone else and support the Frugal BC channel with only $1 a month. That's a great deal. Go check that out on our homepage, youtube.com/FrugalBC. And we're brought to you by Non-Fungible Domains, which is one of the greatest ways to simplify your wallet address. Instead of all those complicated letters and numbers, you can get one like mine. Mine's frugalbc.algo. You can send me algo too if you want. And I have a bunch of other coins. You can go USDC, whatever you want. You don't have to, but go to Non-Fungible Domains today and get your own address. It makes it so much easier to do things on the Algorand blockchain. But let's get into this. This is kind of a fun little series, and I think it's fun to look at some of the stuff people say. Not just because they're dumb, but not to dunk on them necessarily, because it's a good way to like learn some stuff about crypto in general and just good finances. So this one actually got removed. I started collecting some of these a while ago, so they're a little bit old. As I remember, someone was just mad that the price had gone down. As you can see, some people are like, I would recommend a panic sell immediately. Trust me, I'm an expert. Going down because I just bought. I just bought the highest point 2 days ago. Bitcoin CEO implemented an Easter discount. Satoshi is selling to fund his crippling Easter egg addiction. So you can tell how far back we are. We're a long ways back. But this isn't Easter. So where were we? Actually up over 60K. We had a little run up there. That's kind of nice to see. Let's just go to the 1 year in April. It was probably this crash when we were at 70 and we came back down. And we were still before the halving. So this is what's funny to me. Obviously, before the halving, you're going to have these pullbacks, and then we're hoping for the big run up. But I think a lot of people are kind of wondering, well, wait, when is that big run up coming? I thought it might have started by now, maybe September, October, probably. But I think we should still have some more leg up. So that one wasn't as good as we had hoped, but let's get to the next one. This is a great one because Invest Answers is one of the people who was saying that Algorand is a ghost chain, a dead coin. And yet, if you look at here, daily active users, okay, look how far up Algorand is on his chart. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down of what looks to be about 20, a little more than 20. ICP way down on the bottom of the chart. Now, again, this is a few months ago, so this isn't brand new, but this is the guy that was saying that it's a dead chain, but it has like quite a few daily active addresses compared to ICP. We're talking, that's nearly 40x, probably 38x times the number of daily active addresses of ICP. Say SWI, it's way more than SWI. It's way more than Osmosis or Cardano, way more than Cardano. Cardano, with a higher market cap, you'd expect that number to be higher. So yeah, I've went through and I critiqued Invest Answers video because I think he definitely cherry-picked data or presented things out of context. He likes to say he's only using data, but you're using the data that fits your argument and ignoring the data, such as this, that would contradict your argument. So it was pretty easy to tear him apart. Kind of embarrassing. I think he's kind of a clown. I wouldn't take much he says with any kind of seriousness. Okay, here's one. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so this is a comment I got, and I usually don't call it comments, but this one is so dumb that I had to say. Okay, so he starts off, dude, stop shilling this rubbish project. Algo is a beep screw project. And I'm trying to be polite for the algorithms, but with devs already leaving them for other better, more progressive blockchain DAG projects. So I was just like, dude, if you don't like algo, and that's the majority of my channel, why are you even watching it? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But I didn't even reply to him. Some other people did. This person said, this is the most baseless comment that shows you have done essentially little to no research on the platform or what the best technical blockchains are whatsoever. I said, so weird, isn't it? Like, also, why don't they just watch another channel if they don't like it? So then he says, He says, ha ha ha, your best project is valued by the market at a measly 11 cents. Boy, you really are an expert. First off, this is so dumb. The price is isn't just a function of how good the project is. So some of your higher market cap coins have really low prices because they have a high supply. That's how it works. So I had a comment, are you actually this stupid or is this a troll? And I haven't gotten a response yet. But secondly, right now, the actual price kind of doesn't matter. It's how much the price moves that makes it a valuable investment. So, and I have criticized Algorand for that. The fact is Algorand's price hasn't been doing super well, compared to some other coins. But to look at the price in isolation and say that's a measure of its value without looking at supply or anything like that it's stupid. I mean, because if you look at other coins like Shiba Inu, the price is like less than a penny, far, far, far less than a penny. But the price action is pretty good. It tends to move during the bull run. So, and same thing with Solana. Solana is going to move more than Ethereum is, but Ethereum is priced higher. So which is a better investment? I mean, it's just, all you have to do is think through this for like 2 seconds. So if you're going to if you're going to comment on my channel and you're going to say dumb stuff like this and try to attack me, I'm going to go after you. Okay, so this next one I think this is a joke, but this is in the Cosmos Network thing. Sell at all-time low, best to sell at all-time low, coming very close to it. Assuming you bought close to all-time high, yes, absolutely. Never obstruct natural selection. It's working its way the way it's supposed to. Which he says, and this isn't the same person, he says, buy high, sell low. Do it, and the call to pamp it will immediately follow. Haha, so you're telling me it intentionally went down the day I bought. This one says never sell, only high. If anything, buy more and hope for the best. So I don't know. To buy low, sell high, not vice versa. I don't know. This actually seems like it's a joke, but you'd be surprised how many people actually do this. And we're going to get into this on the next one. Actually, no, we won't. Well, yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. Get to this on the next one. Yeah, I think I hope for their sake this is a joke, because a lot of people do. They panic when it crashes and then they sell, and they get really, really excited to buy when the price is pumping up. And that's usually when it's too late. You should be buying when everyone's not excited about it, which is usually during the bear market. Everyone's like, when you start seeing all the headlines about, oh, crypto's done, Bitcoin's going to zero, blah, blah, blah. I don't think we see that as much anymore. Now that the institutions are involved, I think we're not seeing that narrative anymore. But yeah, even when you're seeing like, oh, big Bitcoin crash, and no one looks at the cycle, and they just look at the crash itself and not understand that it's part of the cycle. If it's outside the cycle, then you should be concerned. But the people that talk about crypto and don't understand that kind of boggles the mind a little bit. This one I'm going to call like sort of dumb. I'll explain in a minute. Okay, so it officially sold on my Gala. I bought this coin before it ever hit Coinbase, sold at its all-time high, bought in during the bear market, about 4K worth of Gala. We can all agree that it's a failing company, so I finally decided to sell my entire Gala bag. I swapped it for Sol, and now I'm going to stake it. Yeah, so a couple of things here. Like the other one, he's selling at an all-time low or pretty close to a low, and that's usually a bad idea. I'm usually not a big fan of lane switching once the bull market has started kicking in. You usually want to like kind of lock things down, make your choices, and then see how they play out, because otherwise it's kind of like in a traffic jam where as soon as you change lanes to the faster moving lane, that lane slows down and the other one starts going. I mean, it happens a lot in real life, and it also happens in crypto where you might miss out on the big pump. So who knows? I still think Gala is going to pump. I just don't know how much it's going to pump. But he's absolutely right. That is a failing company. 100% is a failing company. Game developer after game developer are starting to write these big open letters about how terrible their experience with Gala is, and how much Gala, basically peed the bed on them and hasn't been doing what they say they're going to do. I started playing Townstar again. And Townstar is one of the few that haven't like gone after the Gala team. But I'll tell you what, some bugs that were in Townstar almost a year ago when I last played are still there. They haven't fixed them, and they're kind of essential to the game. How can you let these bugs that actually affect the game go on for that long? It's amazing to me. But they always have time to make new FTs, as like in Warlord calls them. Yeah, we had the founders suing each other. You have many of the game developers suing Gala. So he's definitely right about a failing company. I just think like if you have it at this low, if you bought in during the bear market, I don't know. You're taking a loss. If you want to take a loss and try your luck with Solana, I think it's definitely got more room to run up. So it might actually be a good play. Like I said, I usually think lane switching is a bad idea, but in this case, it might actually be smart. I have a little bit of Gala just from winning some Townstar competitions. It's stuck on my Gala account, which is another thing I hate about it. It's like you need permission to have a transaction. There's like a separate transaction password, and suddenly that password just stops working. So it's all stuck on there, and I'm like, all my NFTs were moved over. I apparently have to do a bunch of moving with those. Yeah, so I'll say I don't hate this one. I think it's probably, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. But yeah, I think getting out of Gala is probably just a good idea in general. Yeah, this next one and this last one, I promise this is not actually a stupid question. This is a very interesting question. Newbie with deceased Bitcoin. Hi, I recently lost my brother very unexpectedly. Did not have a will. I will start with this. I know not to answer any DMs or share any info based on what I've read so far. I am the legal administrator of his estate, but my lawyer is not familiar with Bitcoin, and neither am I. I do not have access to my brother's computer or phone. They are both password locked, and I'm not able to break into them, so that is not an option. This is something I've been thinking about a lot, by the way, because no one in my family is very crypto savvy except me, so it happens to all this stuff I've accumulated. But I do have a list of words he gave me. I was able to open a Blue Wallet with these words, and I can see the amount he had. My question is, what do I do in order to actually take ownership of the Bitcoin and cash it out so I can put it in the estate account? See what they say. Having those words is having ownership of control of that Bitcoin. Anyone who has the words can take all the Bitcoin anytime. There's no reversing that if they do. If you want to cash it out, look in the sideboard for more information. What you probably want to do is set up an account on an exchange, use wallet software to send the Bitcoin to your exchange account and sell it in the exchange for USD or whatever other real currency you can withdraw to the bank account. Yeah, this is it. I don't think you need anything more because, yeah, that's probably perfect. Just send the Bitcoin over. It should be not super complicated as long as you got the wallet. That was the hard part. The hard part was it was kind of like a big question until they found the password. So I've been thinking about this too. Like, I think it would be a good idea. I got to start thinking more about getting my sister on board so she knows what to do with some of my stuff. Also, probably this channel too. Like, if I was to kick the bucket, it'd be nice to put out something to let you guys know that I'm not going to be here anymore. So stuff I'm thinking about too, but all interesting stuff. That's it for this week. I just think that stuff is kind of fun to go to, and it is kind of fun to laugh at some of the dumb comments, but it's also a learning experience because then we can take that and we can use that to teach a lesson to, so we can learn more about finance and Bitcoin. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget about our memberships. Only $1 gets you videos before anybody else. So check that out, and check that out on our homepage. And otherwise, I'm Frugal BC. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the future.